What's going on, you guys? It's Perry the Entertainer back again for another video. In this video, we're going to be taking a quick look at what happened on tonight's Monday Night Raw that took place on November the 10th, 2014. Make sure you guys click down all the links down in the description box below. And if you guys enjoyed the show, let me know. Let me hear it. Down in the comment section below, what did you guys like? What did you guys dislike about tonight's show? Raw was in the UK tonight, so it was taped. So I tried to avoid all spoilers possible. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. Well, some of it didn't happen, but at the same time, I was surprised as to what we did see. And let's get right down to business. This is probably the quickest time I've ever gotten to this, but I'm not gonna, anything. We start with John, basically Authority versus John Cena, Team John Cena, to build up the main event, which was Ryback versus John Cena. Basically, this entire segment was trying to get Ryback to join either Team Cena or Team Authority. At the end of the segment, he ended up joining Team Authority, basically saying that he's not afraid of the Authority, but he doesn't see John Cena's name at the bottom of his paycheck, meaning basically, Cena, you can go fuck yourself. And that was that. At this point, Ryback is part of Team Authority, along with Mark Henry, Kane, and Seth Rollins. It's three. Mark Henry, Kane, Seth Rollins, and Ryback. At this point, it's four right now. So it's four against who else was also involved in this is Jack Swagger and Dolph Ziggler. Jack Swagger, maybe not the first, second, third, fourth, or hell even maybe 25th pick when it comes to building teams against the boss. But I'd kind of probably leave them. I'd kind of leave someone like him out, but he didn't last too long. We'll get right into that in a second. And of course, Dolph Ziggler, he's been built up over the last couple weeks as to be joining Team Cena. He's been getting punished for it. So now it's full-fledged. It is official. He is joining John Cena's team for the Survivor Series traditional 5-on-5. And I like the way that they had this. First of all, they had continuity, which was awesome. Awesome. It's always great when a wrestling company decides to look back into their past and see exactly why, some wrestlers don't like each other. Some wrestlers do like each other. For example, Ryback and John Cena do not get along from what happened last year after WrestleMania. They dove into Ryback and Seth Rollins from when the Shield debuted. They had a ton of continuity, and as much discredit as we give WWE for their continuity errors and issues as to when they don't remember their past, we don't give them a whole lot of credit when they do. So I got to give WWE a whole hell of a lot of credit for this segment, and I enjoyed it. I know a lot of you guys did too. What did you guys think about this? I enjoyed seeing Ryback kind of play the baby faces and play the fans a little bit. And let's dive in. First match of the night: Seth Rollins versus Jack Swagger. Wasn't too into this match. In fact, I wasn't into a whole lot of the wrestling tonight. I know that's not saying a lot considering it is a wrestling show. And another thing, I didn't understand why the UK crowd was chanting, "We the People" with Jack Swagger, considering Swagger is this American figure, and we are in England. But then again, it's not. It's going to get even worse when it comes down to nationality issues tonight. We'll get right into that very soon. Okay match here against Seth Rollins, and Rollins ends up getting the victory with a curb stomp, making Rollins look good. And like I think I said it last week, Rollins has not lost a singles match in 2 months. The last guy he lost to was Roman Reigns. He's only lost two, I think, singles matches in this entire heel run. So I didn't think they were going to have Swagger beat him tonight. But of course, after the match, Rollins basically kind of digs it in a little deeper and gives another curb stomp to Jack Swagger. So at this point, I think they basically wrote Swagger off. Swagger's going to be unable to compete. So Swagger did not last too long on Team Cena, but it does give Swagger some possible momentum for coming back pretty, maybe that with itself or and be a programs to get Swagger back over. Like I said, the crowd wasn't too into it because they were chanting for everything else around except for what was actually going on in the match. We had between Bray and Ambrose. That happened throughout the entire night. I would have full-fledged confrontation, but it did not really necessarily matter. We got the announcement that we will be getting Dean Ambrose versus Bray Wyatt live at Survivor Series. If you guys work, which you can get it for free this month. If you guys didn't know, you can get it for free. unfortunately, I can't. We got some tattoos and all sorts of crap like this going on, so unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to watch it unless I order it, which is high, probably what I'm going to end up doing. So, um, Ambrose and Bray Wyatt, I'm pretty interested in, and you guys are going to get to watch it for free live on the WWE Network. So, congratulations. Throughout the entire night, also that we had the confirmed people from Team Authority, which would be Kane, Rollins, and Mark Henry, uh, all kind of come in and throw a little cheap shot at Ryback for telling him what to do and all this stuff, kind of just stuffing their nose in it, and it all culminated in the big John Cena. Mark Henry, Cena Ryback match that happened in the main event. I'll get to that in just a second. This one had Kane and Ryback, and said it was funny, but I guess it did its job. I'm saying it really did its job to kind of give some boost to the why Ryback did what he did. So, next match, Paige Alicia Fox. Paige got the mega pop of the night because she's from England, and looks like the crowd ended up turning Paige babyface in this match. She ends up getting the victory here, hitting that Rampage, that DDT finisher that looks vicious every time I see it. I swear that looks just terrifying with the way that happens. But Paige ends up getting the victory, and that is that. What do you guys think about that? Stephanie McMahon comes out after, or not, she doesn't come out. She's backstage with Lana and Rusev, basically trying to recruit Rusev for Team Authority, which he eventually ends up doing. But in this part, Stephanie's trying to tell him, oh, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. There's not politicking back here, and blah, 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 blah. Just trying to, at the same time, it is building the U.S. Championship ceremony, whatever the hell we're going to get tonight, which I don't understand, but we'll get to that in a second. And this whole thing with Team Authority, and like I said, Rusev does eventually join Team Authority, so now we have four. No, well, we have five at this point, but we'll get to that. Team Authority just kind of they win some and they lose some tonight, like, and they really really do. Then again, so does Team Cena. So after that, I did not get to talk about the Xavier Woods promos last week. We got some Black Choir thing. He's starting to remind me of Reverend Brown from Coming to America. He's got that preacher thing. He looked like half preacher, half James Brown. A new day is coming, and eventually we got one from Kofi Kingston in the same night. Looks like we're going to be getting one from Big E next week, so I'll be on the lookout for that. I mean, I'm not opposed to it. It's not giving me a reason to hate it yet, so until it does, I don't hate it. So, let's see. Backstage segment with Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. Rusev's coronation thingy. Apparently, when he won the U.S. Championship last week, which was still in America, they decided to, in their wildest wisdom, known as WWE logic, let's have a United States Championship ceremony as we give the United States Championship to a Bulgarian who left Bulgaria to come to Russia, and he won it from an Irishman, and we're in the United Kingdom, and Mexico. I'm sure they're involved somehow. But yeah, Lana had a lot on her hands tonight just because, they're so used to kind of putting down America, and now they have to put down Britain, and there's not a whole lot that they can do. I think they said something about what did they say? What did they say? His ownership of the United States title is a symbol of Russia's superiority over the US. She then makes a World War II reference saying that Russia is the reason why the Brit do not speak German. This solicites a "Who are you?" chant, whatever. We ended up sitting through the national anthem of Russia, and then Sheamus comes in and fucks shit up. United States Championship match, the rematch from last week, Rusev versus Sheamus. I could not get into this match whatsoever. I don't know about you guys. And Rusev ends up getting the victory because of Jamie Noble, I think, coming in, or Rollins' little, his team coming in. Rollins and Mercury come in and kind of distract Sheamus. And Sheamus gets counted out, and your winner, Rusev. So Sheamus is out of United States Championship opportunities, and this gives Sheamus some momentum to join Team Cena because Team Rollins' guys came down and you know helped Rusev retain. So looks like Sheamus is going to be joining Team Cena. Of course, we will get completely into that after I'm done having a field day with such a great show. I mean, greatness. Next match, Los Matadors versus The Miz and Damian Sandow, and this was a fucking train wreck. And it's not even because of what was going on in the ring, what was going on outside the damn ring. First of all, WWE does not know when to drop something that is completely fucking stupid. The bull thing versus fuck Woggle. They've been doing shit since fucking Extreme Rules. Get it? I don't want to see it anymore. I know a whole lot of people on here who don't want to fucking see that anymore. Why the hell do we still get this? This is as stupid as the fucking bunny. And I'll get to that in a second because now I'm starting to like Adam Rose for what the fuck he's doing to the bunny. But they are trying to milk the shit out of Mizdow, doing such a fantastic job. And Mizdow got a damn good reaction from that crowd. That crowd loved Mizdow. Of course, Miz teasing, the fans pointing at Mizdow. Everyone's cheering, and then Miz goes back to going on offense. Eventually, he does tag in Mizdow, but he's only in for like 30 seconds and then tags Miz back in, and everyone starts, booing. Miz and Mizdow end up getting the victory, so it looks like Miz and Mizdow could be in line for a tag team championship. Maybe because they beat Los Matadors, who should be the number one contenders, but apparently if your last name is Uso, then you kind of come first before everybody else. Afterwards, Cena and Ziggler have a little confrontation backstage, and this is where I was talking about continuity. Just applaud here. I applaud WWE for even bringing a lot of the stuff up. They said we haven't seen eye to eye in the past, dropping shit on people and the New Year's Eve shit. Dropping feces onto AJ and Dolph Ziggler about 2 years ago. Yeah, that's kind of a hard thing to accept an apology from. So you can't just I can't just grab dog shit from my backyard and throw it at my neighbor and then 2 years later say, oh yeah, I'm sorry for throwing dog shit at you 2 years ago. Like, I mean, I guess they should be happy it wasn't on fire, but I mean, be that as it may, Swagger, like I said, Swagger's out, so that's going on there. Ziggler ends up coming out for his match, but then gets interrupted by the eye promo. I think I talked about that with you guys this last week. If I didn't, it's a promo about eyes and I'm gonna piece stuff or pieces of you with pieces of me or some shit. I don't remember, but it's all a promo for. I'll get to it at the end. Anyway, this all leads into Mark Henry coming out. Mark Henry versus Dolph Ziggler happens, and Dolph Ziggler ends up getting the DQ victory. Henry's beating the hell out of him, and all of a sudden, here comes the Big Show. And Big Show comes down, and looks like Big Show has joined Team John Cena. So at this point, it is now John Cena, Dolph Ziggler, and the Big Show. And of course, after we come back from commercial, we have the Kofi Kingston promo that I was telling you guys about, but I'll talk about that in a completely different episode. And Sheamus comes in and says he's joined Team Cena. So at this point, we have John Cena, Sheamus, the Big Show, and Dolph Ziggler all on Team Cena against Rusev, Seth Rollins, Kane, Mark Henry, and Ryback at this point. So it gets a little more confusing once we move on. Brie Bella versus AJ Lee is our next match. More build up to the Nikki Bella AJ match that no one really gives two shits about. After the match, AJ wins, by the way. Nikki comes in and beats the shit out of AJ. That's all you need to know. Then we had a little promo for what happened on SmackDown with the Soldier Socks thing, which I told you guys I was a pretty big fan. I thought it was pretty cool. That WWE likes to help out these like little charities, and whether that be for breast cancer or in this case now it's supporting our troops, which is pretty damn cool. I like when the NFL, I like when any sort of sports organization deposits their time and to these real good causes and stuff. And I really like that. And we saw a veteran, walk in like an exoskeleton, that was awesome. Like I didn't see it unfortunately on SmackDown, but I watched it and I was like, that was pretty damn cool. I'm very glad to kind of be a WWE fan just because of moments like that. And of course we have tribute to troops. Who knows what the hell WWE's gonna be doing with that. Then Mark Henry confronts Ryback backstage, and that's all you need to know about that. More continuity, by the way, talking about Mark Henry saying that how you're not still angry at the fact I beat you at WrestleMania 2 years ago, right? And we had continuity there too, which WWE, I can't praise you enough for not forgetting your past tonight. That was fantastic. Just because of that, you scored higher than a 5. I don't care how boring the show was tonight. I'm gonna rate this show higher than a 5, and you'll know my official rating at the end of this. Adam Rose versus Tyson Kidd. Tyson Kidd ends up getting the tap out victory, and after the match, Adam Rose beats the shit out of Bunny again. Thank you, Adam Rose. Then again, you can't look a whole lot more menacing wearing mascara, but hey, if you take that off and you beat the shit out of the Bunny every week, then hell, you'll take CM Punk's place at the #1 spot in WWE. I'm serious. I'm dead serious. I fucking can't stand that piece of shit. We have more plugs for the WWE Network, which is $9.99 in the month of November. I'm sorry, I'm fucking stupid. And what happened after this? I'm looking at like play-by-play because I don't even remember what the bunch of shit happened there. Bray Wyatt's promo cut on Society, which I thought was pretty damn cool. And it looks like we just have our last match of the night. I mean, damn. They did hype up ECW week. If you guys have the network for this month, I am very jealous of you for this ECW exposed thing. I've heard very good things of what this could hold. So hopefully when I do get the network back, I can definitely check this out. But this led into our main event, Ryback versus John Cena, and well, it did its job. It solidified everybody who was going to be a part of Team Authority and Team Cena. And Ryback ends up getting the victory by disqualification when Kane comes in. Kane beats the shit out of him. Ryback and Kane start arguing. Then Ryback hits Kane. Then all of a sudden, here comes everybody from Team Cena minus Dolph Ziggler. And then they all start fighting and shit. And then Ryback comes in. Ryback clears house, beats the hell out of everybody there. Hits a shell shock on Kane before leaving. Cena kind of looks at him. So it looks like, Ryback is leaving Team Authority. But at the same time as that's happening, Triple H and Stephanie McMahon are watching backstage. And Dolph Ziggler comes flying into their locker room, beaten down. He's beaten down. Now, this is where I was praising WWE last week for having so much blood. If they had blood on this one segment, I would rate it I would probably rate it more than I'm actually going to. But Ziggler comes in, he's beaten down, and Triple H is in amazement. He's looking down, he looks up, and they pan the camera, and it is Luke Harper. Yes, Luke Harper is back, and he says, "I'm a team player." So looks like Luke Harper is going to be joining Team Authority, so it is now the final count, the official count for Team Cena versus Team Authority, 5-on-5. It is now John Cena, Sheamus, The Big Show, Dolph Ziggler, Sheamus, and Ryback versus Seth Rollins, Kane, Mark Henry, Rusev, and Luke Harper. So let me know what you guys have to say about that. Overall, I think Raw was okay. I didn't mind it too much. I'm going to rate it a 6.5. Like I told you guys, I was going to rate it higher than a 5 just because of the fact that they remembered their past, and I thought that's awesome. That's what I loved about the original ECW, which you can go watch on the WWE Network right now. So, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please let me know what you guys thought about Raw down in the comment section below. And I am out. Perry the Entertainer signing out. Peace. This